Get ready for the action, because the indigenous people have launched a professional soccer team in Brazil to fight for representation. The Originarios team is making its debut in the state championship, and you need to hear about the incredible journey of Tupa Nuns, the club president from the Mata Verde Bonita village, who is fighting to give visibility to the Guarani Mbaya indigenous people and defend their land through the beautiful game.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we switch gears to the international stage as Brazil prepares for a massive showdown in the women's U17 South American Championship. Head coach Rilani Silva is talking strategy for the semi-final clash against Chile, detailing how the team is ready to maximize their strengths against a tough, combative opponent, and we break down the crucial details leading up to the potential World Cup spots. Now, we turn our attention to the stars of Brazilian football, because there is a major concern looming over a key player. Reports are surfacing about Estevao's rehabilitation in Brazil, where he is nursing a hamstring injury while playing for Palmeiras, which is putting his availability in question for the upcoming World Cup, and we look at what this means for his national team prospects. And finally, we dive back into the powerful story of the Originarios team, because this movement is bigger than just a game. We explore how players like Edelson Karai Miram are using the pitch to showcase Guarani culture through body paint, and Tupa Nun's ambitious dream of seeing the warrior Eagles reach Flamengo, Botafogo, and even the Brazilian national team. Don't miss the full story. An indigenous soccer team has launched a professional venture in Brazil, using the state championship as a platform to fight for representation and highlight the struggles of indigenous communities. The team, named Originarios, is composed entirely of players from across Brazil, marking a new front in the fight for visibility. Club president Tupa Nuns, from the Mata Verde Bonita village, emphasized that the goal extends beyond winning championships. It is about providing visibility to people who face severe challenges and defend their land. Nuns stated that he believes that playing great football can help break down barriers for those who do not understand their aspirations and people. Indigenous populations, which constitute 0.8% of Brazil's population, face disproportionate violence, with hundreds killed annually in land disputes. Head coach Huberlin Silva explained that building the squad involved actively searching for indigenous talent nationwide, recruiting players from remote areas, including the Amazon rainforest, who lacked opportunities. For players like Edelson Karai Miram, the matches are a chance to showcase Guarani culture through body paint, connecting them to their history. The long-term vision for Originarios is ambitious. Nuns hopes the team's players will open doors for them to play for major clubs in Brazil and Europe, and ultimately to compete for the Brazilian national team. Brazil's women's under-17 national team is set to face Chile in the South American Championship semi-final this Wednesday, June 6th, at the Defensores del Chaco Stadium in Asunción, Paraguay. The match is scheduled for 8 p.m. Brasilia time and will be broadcast live on Sport TV. Head coach Rilani Silva emphasized the significance of the contest, describing it as a highly competitive, high-level game. Silva acknowledged Chile's strong attacking and defensive capabilities, noting that while the team is aware of the challenges, they are also prepared to leverage their own strengths. Brazil enters the semifinal with a perfect record in the tournament, boasting 4 wins in 4 matches, scoring 16 goals while conceding only 3. Their group stage victories included wins against Venezuela 2-0, Uruguay 5-3, Peru 5-0, and Ecuador 4-0. Chile, on the other hand, has a record of 2 wins and 2 draws in their 4 matches, achieving a 66% success rate. They have scored 12 goals and conceded 3, securing victories over Bolivia 8-1 and Paraguay 2-0, and drawing with Colombia 0-0 and Argentina 2-2. The winners of this semi-final clash will advance to the final and secure a spot in the FIFA U17 Women's World Cup, scheduled to take place in Morocco between October and November of this year. The losing semifinalists will enter a playoff round against Ecuador and Colombia, with winners of those matchups also qualifying for the World Cup. Chelsea star Estevao is undergoing rehabilitation in Brazil, utilizing the facilities of his former squad, according to a report from The Athletic on Wednesday. The injury, a hamstring issue sustained during a recent loss to Manchester United, has led to an unconventional recovery setup. Instead of working in London, Estevao is reportedly nursing the injury at Palmeiras, where he has previously established himself as a prolific scorer, netting 18 goals in 62 appearances over 3 years. A source indicated that this arrangement is temporary, with expectations that the 19-year-old will return to London before the Premier League season concludes on May 24. However, the injury casts a shadow over his prospects for the upcoming World Cup in Brazil, where he represents his native country. Several media outlets have characterized the hamstring strain as a grade 4 injury, suggesting a potentially extended recovery period. Given his status as a 5-time goalscorer for the national team, his absence from the tournament, scheduled from June 11 to July 19, is considered significant. In his time at Chelsea this season, Estevao has registered 2 goals in 22 appearances, 13-13-9, 48 points, and has 3 Premier League matches remaining. An Indigenous soccer team has made a professional debut in Brazil, using the state championship as a platform to fight for representation and visibility. The team, named Originarios, is composed exclusively of players from across Brazil, marking a significant step in the struggle for Indigenous rights. The initiative extends beyond athletic competition. Tupa Nunes, the club president from the Mata Verde Bonita village, emphasized that the primary goal was not to win championships, but to provide visibility to Indigenous people who face significant challenges, particularly concerning land defense. Nunes stated, "I believed that by playing great football, you can break the stone hearts of those who failed to understand your dream, your project, your people." Indigenous populations, which constitute only 0.8% of Brazil's population, are disproportionately targeted by violence, with research indicating that hundreds of Indigenous people are killed annually in land disputes. This context underscores the importance of the team's mission. Head coach Huberlin Silva described the squad building process as an active search for talent. He explained that he sought out Indigenous communities nationwide to discover hidden talent among those who lacked opportunities, drawing players from remote areas, including the Amazon rainforest. For players like forward Edelson Karai Miram, the matches serve as a cultural showcase. Miram plans to use body paint to represent the Guarani people's culture, stating, "It means a lot to me because it represents my people and my history." The long-term vision for Originarios is ambitious. Nunes aspires to see the team's Warrior Eagles reach major clubs in Brazil and Europe, including teams like Flamengo, Botafogo, and Fluminense, with the ultimate goal of reaching the Brazilian national team.